Okay, welcome back to Cooking with Ever, Cooking for Everyone. Can't speak tonight. Anyway, we're going to work on another item that you can do with hard-boiled eggs. We're going to do an egg salad. So I got my eggs here. I've already pre-peeled them. Gave them a quick rinse in cold water to get rid of the any excess shells that might be on there. So we're gonna get started here. Well, I've got this little device here. It's called an egg slicer, right? So it's a great little device. You can pick up one of these for under 10 bucks. It's great to have. It makes it easier to slice up the eggs. So I'll show you how that works. So I'm going to bowl over here. So I'm going to take egg, put it in there. Just put those little wires down. Just be careful, make sure that they go in there. You don't want to spend too much on one of these because those little wires here eventually break. So we cut it the one way. We're going to take it out and turn it 180. Cut it again. And then drop it in our bowl. Kind of give it a little shake out, get all the excess. So we're going to do that with all the eggs. I think you got the idea. I'm just going to keep going here. So we got them all in our bowl here. So you can use this for other things, but you want to make sure that you don't use any. You can cut other soft things with this as well, but yet again, so you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to spend too much money on one of these because eventually these do snap and then they don't work that well anymore. So get all our eggs cut up here. I'm dropping stuff everywhere again. That's part of cooking. Try not to. I try not to, but hey, here goes. So got all eggs sliced up. So I'm gonna put that back on here. So there's all our sliced eggs. That's the start, right? Okay. So what we're gonna do here. So you'll notice a lot of my egg recipes are very simple and have a lot of the same ingredients in them. Okay, so for egg salad, we're going to use some celery there. For this, I had like 5 eggs there. Probably one, 2. We're going to do 2 things of celery stalks. We're going to dice that up. I'll show you how to do that. And we got some green onions. The best thing for egg salad is you want to use green onions, or you want to use like red onion, because those are going to give you the best flavor. They're not overpowering. They're not going to take away from the flavor. So I'm probably going to do 2. Cut this piece off here. So I'm probably going to do 2 green onions here. So I'm going to put those other guys aside for now. Okay. Celery, because of the way it grows, there's always a little bit of dirt. So you want to take them over the sink, give them a good runner of cold water, give them a quick little rub with your thumb. I do that. It's going to be off camera, but I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. So, and just give it a quick wash all the way around. Green onions, not really you want to give them a wash, but you want to look at them, see if there's like a really floppy leaf. Just kind of give it a pull off like that, and that's the best way to give it a clean, quick grab ones and put that aside. I'm gonna give those another quick rinse too as well. So. Okay, set those aside for the moment. Oops. Okay, and then we're just going to give them a quick little dry off. Don't necessarily have to do that, but one of those things, egg salad seems to like to purge water after you've made it, after it sits in the fridge for a little while. Just have to really give it another stir. Okay, so we're gonna start with our green. Actually, probably start with our celery. You got the root here, the white part. You kind of want to take that little piece off there and just kind of trim it a little bit. So you don't want too much of that. And the top, because you got that ucky part right there, you just kind of want to trim that off there. So what we're gonna do next, you can do the whole, but it's just easier if you cut it down in half. And just kind of see how it kind of gaps in the middle there. Just kind of cut it right down the middle, just like that. The bigger parts you can go again if you want. You don't necessarily have to. So we're gonna. Did I trim this guy? Doesn't look like I trimmed the back. I didn't. There we go. So I'm gonna cut him in half. So this guy's a little bit wider, so I'm gonna do him in 3. So I kind of turn it on the side and then turn it down there. Let's put that aside. So the taller part, still just gonna put it down and just give him a slice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dice these up basically. So I'm gonna take a couple here at a time, just kind of put them together, and just put your point of your knife down and just kind of rock it through. Just so you want to get them as not tiny, but you don't want them huge either. You kind of want them a small thing. See, I didn't go all the way down on my knife. It kind of didn't go all the way through there. So, other good things. So we're going to take that. We're going to throw that in there once we're all here. Actually, move that here. See a little bit better. So I'm going to chop all those up and throw it in my bowl. Okay, so let's move that back so we can see. Oh yeah, we can see now. Actually, there we go. So yeah, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be all the same size. It's just get them as close as possible. Like, see, some are a little bigger, but they're not huge. They're not going to be like you have to use a knife and a fork to eat it. That's exactly what you don't want. Anyway, so put our celery in there. This gives it a nice crunch, nice flavor. Same the onions here. So we've peeled off some of it, but we're going to take that little bit of root. You see that it's a root where it grows. We're going to take that off. That's going to be a little bit bitter. So you want to take that off, get rid of it. I'll talk about that later. Same with the ends. We're just going to give it a little clean up. Same thing. Just put those together. Don't really have to drop them down. Just kind of get them tight and just nice small strokes here. And that's not what you want to really end up with. So you just do that all the way through. The whole thing. You want to use the whole thing. Because it's one of those few vegetables that you can use the whole thing. It's nice and edible. Gives it nice flavor. Gives it a little bit of color. A little bit of crunch. Yeah, see, my knife, sure my knife didn't really go all the way through that. So if you didn't, just kind of give a little kind of 1 or 2 more little slices. Put that in there. Okay, so there we go. We got all our stuff chopped up in there. All right. So now, like I said earlier, my recipes for egg salad. What the heck did I make last time? Deviled eggs. It's very simple. It's similar and simple. It's mustard, mayo, salt, or that's salt. Yeah, no, that's some weird looking salt. That's pepper, actually. Pepper and seasoning salt. So this guy, again, probably about a tablespoon of mustard. And like I said before, taste, right? You don't want this too wet. You don't want it too dry. So looking at what's here, Probably again about 3 tablespoons of mayo. Miracle Whip has a little bit different flavor than just mayo. It gives it a better, I think it gives it better zing to it. I guess that's the best I can come up with right now. Anyway, so we're gonna put a little bit of the salt. Again, to taste, you want to put in what tastes good to you. A little bit of pepper. Like I said, if I had to guess on that, probably about a teaspoon of each. So you can use a spoon, but you know what? Best utensils you have are your hands are right here. Dig right in. I have washed my hands. And just give it and just mix it up just till it's thoroughly mixed. And if it's looking, well, we'll take a look at that when we're done here. I'll grab that spoon to give her a taste after. But yeah, we're looking like we got a good. Oh yeah, she's looking pretty good there. So, like I said, that's utensils. If you don't feel comfortable with that, grab a spoon, grab something to mix it up with. I'm gonna give my hands a quick wash here. But yeah, best utensils in the kitchen are your hands. If you can stand that. All right. Well, let's give her a taste. See what we got. Looks really good. It's got a nice consistency. If you can see what's there. All right, so I'm gonna give it a taste. I think we got what we're looking for. It's actually pretty good. So you can make a sandwich out of that. You can eat it as is if you want. And then you can throw it in a bun. I don't know. Like make whatever breads or whatever sandwiches you like out of it. I do find certain ones. This one will separate in the fridge overnight. If you let it sit for like about, the flavors will come out a little bit. So let it sit for about half an hour before you use it. Or you can use it the next day. But just remember, it is going to separate a bit, so you got to give it a quick mix or drain it off. But anyway, that's egg salad. That's one of the other things you can do with hard-boiled eggs. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Any comments down below? Anything that you'd like me to cover, go over, any tricks that you want to put out to me to give it a try and see what happens. Just write them down and I'll try to get to them. All right, till next time. Have a good day.